Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome everybody to this short presentation for our C programming project. The team designed this code to assist one of our professors in the faculty to grade the final exam. The main function of this code is to read and compare the student answer with the correct answer, and finally print the result onto the screen. Before we get into the program, let me introduce the group member first. My name is Asim Muaz, and I did write the first draft of the code. Next, Abdullah Abdul Wahid, and he did write the second and final draft of the code. Next, Mujtaba Sunusi, and he was the one who prepared the needed files for the program. Next and finally, Rayan Ibrahim, and she did test and run the code a couple of times to make sure it worked good. Now let's move on to the program with Rayan.
Hello, my name is Rayan, and I'll be showing you what will happen when we run the code. First, we press run, and then what will appear is enter the student ID. And then I entered one student ID, which is a wrong one that doesn't exist in the file. What will happen is it will be showing us that ID is wrong. And then if we wrote a right ID that exists in the file, what will happen is that it will be showing us exam result of the person with this student ID, his name, his ID, a number of questions missed, correct answer, and his answer, percentage, and his grade. And now I'll be leaving you with Mujtaba to explain more about the code.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mujtaba Al-Sanusi. I'm going to explain in brief about the code, as what my colleague Ryan just now showed us the outcome of this code here. And as we see, it consists of 5 to 6 main functions. You have the integer read ID. It's going to read the student ID first, and then compare it to the given one with the student answers, which is in the data file here. Next, we have the read file, which is going to read the student name and the ID shown on the screen. All right. We have the double compare answer. This function, as we see here, this function is going to take both values and compare between the two, and then before printing the result, it's going to look out for the missed questions. These missed questions are going to be compared within the answer scheme file, and then the second last is going to be the percentage grade. It's going to calculate the grade of the student based on the question answered correctly or not. And finally, we have the print report. This function is going to illustrate just now. Ideally, it's going to show us the name, the student ID, and the grade obtained. Thank you very much. That's all for me. And now I'm going to leave you with Abdullah.
Hello, everyone. I am Abdullah Abdul Wahid, and here I will explain about the files in the program. So basically, here we have 3 files. We have, before we write the code, we have the student answer as a data file and the correct answer as a text file. So basically what will gonna happen here is the student answer file will be compared with the correct answer when we run the code. After that, we will get the output file as a text file that will show us the name of the students with their ID and their percent with their grade. So this will be after running the code and after the comparison between the correct answer. Okay, and here we get to end of our presentation. Thank you for listening, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.